About as great as it gets. You can go ahead and call that number on the screen. We'll give you the credit card number right over the phone. You won't have to wait for us to mail it to you. You could use it and get Wash Up Wash and that waterless car cleaning kit for nothing. Or if you want what Lou Caputo is calling the greatest steamer he has ever seen, and you want to grab this steamer for about $59.99, this is how you do it. This is a $160 steamer. I think it is still a steal at that price. We're not talking about the little one that you hope is going to get in the grout. We're talking about industrial level steaming at $160 with free shipping and handling and 5 flex, and we've taken $60 off for today alone. So with those 5 flex, $20 bill. Here's what I recommend doing when it's something that you're gonna know after the first try if you love it or not. I recommend doing it on 5 flex, risking the $20, get it shipped to you and try it. Because we're not gonna ask if you used it or not with those 30-day money-back return guarantees. We assume you did, it's okay, we want you to. Try it. If you don't see that it is removing the elbow grease from your day-to-day, once a month, once a year, whatever it may be, cleaning process, taking down that wallpaper, steam cleaning the oven, steam cleaning the shower, the grout, the sinks, the toilet areas, the car engine, brilliant there. If you don't see that it's not doing everything you wanted and more, because if Lou Caputo says it's the best, I know I trust that. Return it. It was a $20 risk. We'll return your 20 bucks. But now is your chance to get it all for a $20 flex pay. And come over here, Lou, and you get it all.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
None of these are upgrades, y'all.
No.
All of these nozzles, all the window cleaner,
the squeegee,
literally, power steamer, hose, steamer gun, funnel, angled adapter, straight adapter, extension pulls, 2 of them, squeegee, fabric steamer, microfiber bonnet, and the instructions, which I will throw away. So, Lou, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It's 18-piece accessories that come with this, guys. And this is the unit right here that you're going to be receiving. As you can see, has a handle on top. It's very, very lightweight, like around, a little less than a gallon of milk, so very lightweight. It has onboard storage right here, so you can literally, there we go. You can put all of your 18 accessories inside of this.
Cool.
So you're never going to lose them. I love that. And the other thing is it's on wheels with an 8-foot hose, so it just follows you around.
It just means, though, as you're cleaning, you're not going back to the laundry room to find the other. You just reach in here and do the...
Right.
Everything should have that.
Yeah, and it has a wallpaper remover. Come on.
This is ridiculous. It has its own
purse. It's an insane package.
Okay.
Let's show everybody how this works.
Let's show.
So we're going to come over here to this window. It could be like your shower stall with lime scale and calcium and all that stuff on there and soap scum. So what I'm doing first is I'm emptying the line of water. Now, why would I do that with a steamer? Because when the steam cools down in this 8-foot hose, it turns back into water. Simple physics, right? That's what it does. So we're ready now. Now watch this. Watch how quickly I can remove all the stuff that's on this window. And remember what I said, soap scum, lime scale, calcium deposits. It literally just melts them down. And the reason that we can do that so quickly is that we have a stainless steel boiler inside of this Wagner steamer. So what that, and look at this, boy, that is some hot steam. So what this stainless steel boiler is doing for you is it's giving you the pressure that you need. I'll show you another example. Come on over here, okay? Yes. So we're gonna come over to the stove. Now, when my wife Kelly cooks, the stove is pristine. When I cook, it looks like this, okay? All the boilovers, everything gets burned. Yeah, she loves it. No, I'm the cleaner, so it's like I come in with the Wagner. But here's the thing. Watch what I'm going to do to clean this right here. I'm not going to use any chemicals. We don't want to use chemicals on our cooktops, on places that we actually make food, all right? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to use the brush. Actually, wait, I'm going to empty this out first, make sure that the lines are clear.
And I'm going to go behind you because I know this is industrial strength steam.
Yeah, I saw you over there when Jenny was spraying the other thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we don't want to talk about it. Okay, so watch this. Watch the steam. So what's going on here is the heat from the steam is emulsifying any grease or debris that's on here, right? The water is softening everything, and then the pressure literally blasts it right off of the surface. So if I just give this a real quick wipe all the way around here, I want you just to see how beautiful this looks now, the comparison one side to the other. And you know what I used to do that? Water. That was it, just water, because water is free. We don't have to buy chemicals. We don't want the chemicals in our house. How about this one? Inside the stove. I'm going to open this up here. Now, most people wait a really, really long time to do the inside of their stoves because it's so hideous to do. You can use those chemicals where you choke. It's just toxic, right? If you use steam, though, watch this, how I can get in here on this burnt-on mesh, and it literally just blasts every bit of this off of here. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on there, and I am using the nylon bristle brush. But in seconds, it literally just dissolves everything on there and leaves you with just a sparkling clean look. Now, I can do that quickly, right? If you use one of those sprays that you put in there, you're waiting for a really, really, really long time for it to work, right? It's hours. Or if you put your oven on the self-cleaning thing, which I've done that function, I hate that because my countertops get hot because it's like 600 degrees that your oven goes to, and it takes hours to do.
Well, they're counteracting the lack of moisture. They're having to overheat because there's not warm water to actually create the cleaning and the disintegration of the stains.
Exactly. That's exactly
this is how to do it. I mean, that took seconds. That took seconds, Salou, and I think people are seeing right now, we have about 150 of you on the line for this right now.
Oh, beautiful.
For a $20 flex payment, to have the industrial professional grade that maybe you're thinking, I'm gonna use it on my bathrooms, but once you start to find you went to go wipe something clean and it didn't get clean easily, having in the back of your mind, knowing you have this baby.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna feel
it's
like.
It's a secret weapon.
Oh, yeah. Floors, too.
Look at look at this. Look at the distance that this throws this across the set.
See?
I mean, this is a lot of steam, and I've got 40 ounces of water. That's what it takes to fill this. I can get 40 minutes of steam, and it just keeps going. And look, it's not even dying. It just goes and goes and goes.
That's a 10-foot plume.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, it's
Reddit
going
said?
a good 10 feet away from us. Easy.
Reddit said this in my cleaning forums that I'm subscribed to.
About what?
Am I allowed to say Reddit? Anyway, social media. I'm on a couple cleaning forums. I like to learn tricks.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm stuck. Okay, there we go.
But what they said specifically was if you ever want to know which steam cleaner to grab, see how long the plume
how
steam
far
is.
it throws it. Yep.
That is telling you how strong it is. It's how long that plume is. So I've never seen one go 10 feet.
Well, it's the pressure that comes from that stainless steel boiler that allows it to do that. I'm just chasing you all around the set.
I just know it's strong enough. I don't want to be in front of it.
No, I don't blame you. Because, all right, so I did the backsplash. I've done my hardware on here, and you can see how beautiful it is. Because, you know, when you splash the water, when you're cleaning things, that's where it's going to go, is on that backsplash. How about this? Watch what I'm going to do here. Here's a pot, right? Now, soft metals, you got to be careful. Steam is the way to go. I'm going to activate the steam on here, and this is burnt on. We purposely burn this every time before we come out here just to make sure that's stuck on there real good. In just a few seconds, I have cleaned that whole thing.
Wow.
Have you ever noticed, Natasha, when you go in your kitchen sometimes, there's a little bit of an odor around the sink?
Yes.
Okay, so the odor around the sink is actually down inside here, and it's your drain pipe, okay? Take your Wagner, pull the end of it off like this. Just use that concentrator tip on the end. Stick it down the drain. Because what happens is when you put steam down the drain, it's going to melt and emulsify any fats that might be down there. But it's going to sanitize, meaning kill the germs. But then it's also going to deodorize all at the same time. So just me doing what I just did, I just melted everything that was underneath there.
Because it's hot enough to kill bacteria?
It is hot enough. Yeah.
Okay, so use it on every baby toy you have.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Use it on, I mean, people spend so much money on just the sanitizing sprays because they say this amount of this bleach kills that. Heaven forbid you touch your mouth after you cleaned with it, but that's life.
Yeah.
Or you put your food on it after you cleaned with it. Or you get, now you are hot enough to kill bacteria, hot enough and have enough strong pressure to get through that fat, that acid, anything that could have been solidified and create gunk, creating debris, creating a stain that is not coming off easily, and you think, so I guess it's gonna be an all afternoon job.
Yeah.
That's when you pull out the Wagner.
Exactly. Take a look at this right here. So this is a cutting board, and when you look at it, it looks clean, okay? Sure. Until we hit it with a black light. Black light shows up when there's proteins on a surface. Look at this right here. So kind of a crime scene when you see it under the black light, all right? Take the Wagner, though, and I'm gonna hold this over the sink so you can see what's gonna what's gonna drain over here. There's a lot of movement. Now look at that. You didn't even see anything on there, and already you can see stuff coming off of this, okay? So in just a couple seconds, I'm going to expose it to the steam. We're going to let it deodorize. We're going to let it sanitize. We're going to let the pressure blast off what was ever on here. I'm going to take my rag. I'm just going to give this a quick wipe here just to get the moisture off of that. Now, I want you to see something. Here we go. There's the top of it, crime scene. Look at the bottom. Beauty. Top, crime scene, bottom, beauty. And it does that in just a couple of seconds, and that's the amazing thing about it. We did all that without chemicals. Let's real quick jump to the floor after we watch this, because, I mean, honestly, if you just were to use this in your kitchen, just use it to do your stove.
It doesn't come with this whole thing, though.
It comes with the whole thing.
The whole thing that you're holding, that's the 2 bars and the handle?
Shebang, the whole thing.
It's a steam floor cleaner?
Well, so here's the thing.
I thought it was just for grout.
A lot of people a lot of people will buy a steamer and they either have to choose between a handheld or a floor steamer, or they buy one of each. So this you can do everything. So we even give you, what I'm holding right here in my hands, these 2 extension tubes, right? You're gonna get the brush that's on the end of this. This brush actually has bristles on it that you could use on the grout, but then we give you this bonnet that's made of microfiber. So if I pull the trigger on here, look at the steam coming out of there. Let's go right down to the floor.
I cannot believe this. I'm sorry. My mind's kind of blown. I read what you wrote. I watched a couple minutes on it. I was like, okay, I got it. It's the steamer. He says it's really industrial. It's the best he's found. Let's see it. These are $300 just to buy this one thing that does this one thing.
All day.
And it's the only way to truly clean your floor without immense on your knees scrubbing with chemicals. And the fact that you're getting this plus the one that does the windows, because my vacuum, my steam cleaner vacuum does not clean my windows or my oven.
No. No, this will do all of that, floor to ceiling and everywhere in between. So what I just did there was I steamed this luxury plank vinyl right there. I love steam on floors because it's not sticky.
Yes.
So like when you're walking around later, a lot of cleaners that you use on your floors leave surfactants behind. Surfactants just attract more dirt, okay? So if you don't have that issue with this like you do with steam, then you can walk on this immediately and it's not gonna stick to your feet. Marble floors. If you've got marble floors, when the sun hits them a certain way, it shows everything. Okay. I'm talking fingerprints, paw prints, dust. Watch this. Just take this, and I just use a little bit, give it a couple squeezes as I go back and forth. But I want you to see the beautiful job it does of bringing back the luster of that floor. How about real wood floors? If you use this on real wood, water and wood, generally, not a good combination, okay? But because our steam doesn't use a lot of water, and I pulse this when I do it on a wood floor.
Smart.
Just use a little bit like that. I want you to see the difference right there. We got the dirt off of the floor. We got anything sticky or weird that was on there. If there was pollen on the floor, it's going to pick that up.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever it is, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
I didn't even know the old, push mop.
Is that
and then
dry?
It's close to dry.
Wow.
But I didn't even realize the old push mop that I was using, that I had to keep rebuying the refills of the things that I attached to the end of it, that it was poisonous for my dogs to be walking on.
Really?
And if you have a dog who's ever licked their paws, do not use chemicals on your flooring. It's something we don't often think about. So now it's steam only for me on my floors.
Good for you.
And I'm telling you, that alone at $270 is a good price to get a steam mop. If you're able to get a steam mop for $99.99, you got a steal. But does your steam mop clean your oven? Does it clean the grout around your little tiny places, behind your toilet?
That's a good question.
Does it clean your windows? Does it clean your baby toys? Imagine taking a vacuum to the high chair. I mean, this is what we're seeing, and that's why Lou says it's the best.
Everything in the house can be clean. I've been selling steamers here for over 30 years, okay? I can tell you, this is the absolute bar none best that I have ever sold, okay? In your bathroom, all the things that you'd want to do with it, okay? You can do the grout real easy. You can do your tiles real easy, because that's where that soap scum's going to wind up. That's where that calcium's going to go. You pay a lot of money for beautiful hardware. Take care of it. The porcelain in the tub, that scum line that you get from the soap, you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
You can get in there, you can take care of all of that. Look at how much steam. It's like I disappear when I do this in here. It's really funny. All right, I'm gonna wipe everything down. Wipe down the backsplash back here. We're gonna wipe down the part that I cleaned. And look at how easy that comes off of there once that steam melts it, okay? It literally melts everything on there and just blasts it right off.
If you have ever tried steam cleaning, or you liked it, but you just wished you had more horsepower, and you really wanted that Lamborghini, this is how you get it. This is the horsepower. It's gonna be fun for the husband. The kids are gonna wanna use it. It really is kind of like the Ghostbuster power pack of steam cleaners.
I love that.
Industrial level strength, and I'll just repeat again what you're getting. That squeegee, that's included, no extra charge. The steamer, of course, included, no extra charge. It even has its own internal backpack purse that holds all of the accoutrement, so you don't have to think, oh, I'd love to get that one area. I didn't put the right attachment on for it. I guess I just won't clean it, because I'm not gonna go back to the laundry room and stop my clean. No, it's all going to fit in here. All of these pieces will fit, other than these 2 hose attachments, what you were seeing Lou use just now on the ground. Here's that scrub brush he was using on the ground. Industrial strength, hard bristles here. You're getting the microfiber cloth to attach beyond the bristles for your floor. You gotta tell me what this one is. I'm looking forward to learning that one.
That's the wallpaper remover.
The
wallpaper remover.
And
so,
all of these attachments are all included for a $20 flex pay, free shipping and handling. Oh my gosh.
Let me show you a great example of the power of the steam that comes out of this. And by that I mean, because we've got that stainless steel boiler, that's a 2-inch thick piece of ice right there. You're gonna definitely want to stand back for this.
Yes.
Because watch what's gonna happen here. It blasts right through there as I do this. But look at that. If it wasn't for the boiler, any steamer that has heat's gonna blow through the ice, but it's not gonna do it in about a second. Look at that, right there, 1/1000. 1000. Look at that.
Yeah,
1000.
yeah,
It
we're in
just
a new
flows right
tier
through.
now. We're in a new
look
tier.
at the difference right there. I mean, that's remarkable. And then I'll go right from that. We're going to go to this kid's high chair right here. So if it's a car seat, if it's a high chair, we've actually got on top of this here, we've got some crayon. Okay, so watch this. I'm going to take the steamer. I'm going to come in here. And it's actually melting the wax from the crayon, which is awesome because it's the best way to get it off of there. It's also sanitizing and it's deodorizing all at the same time. I'm going to give this a real quick wipe.
Oh, wow.
Just like this. So remember, it's not just clean now, it's sanitized. Look at the difference right there.
Can you
Absolutely
imagine
gorgeous.
if you had like a garage sale coming up?
Oh, yeah.
And you just took everything that was outside that could be steam cleaned and gave it a once over with this? Triple your prices, girly.
Oh,
everything's going to look brand new after you steam clean it. And you normally can't clean a throw pillow.
No, you really can. And so you could use this on your mattresses because remember, steam kills anything it comes into contact with, anything organic, all right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about all the little things that live in a mattress, things that might be in your throw pillows, on your rugs, you know, stuff that you might have on your dog bed.
Yep.
You could use it on all those things because it's going to sanitize, it's going to deodorize, it literally does it all. And the tool that I'm actually using right now on this pillow is the window cleaning tool that we had before. I just took the squeegee off, and we even give you this little bonnet right here that fits on top. I'm going to do one more thing real quick before we end here. And the toilet. I got to show everybody this because remember, it cleans and it sanitizes. On the